What's up, guys? William Ryan here with another video. I hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a pre-week analysis slash commentary. And I'm very excited for the upcoming week in the markets. So what I'm looking for in this upcoming week is potentially a very bullish week on the dollar index. Okay, and why do I say that? Because we have a buy side liquidity pool resting right here, and we also have this fair value gap on the daily chart. Okay, so I see dollar in the coming weeks drawing up into 109, 108, 109. And like I said, this week could be a potential it could be a potential volatile week this week, to say the least. So I'm looking for candles such as these. Okay, so I want to see some big candles moving higher into this fair value gap, right? So in here, I just want to note this quick. We have a breaker. Okay, although we haven't taken out this high yet, this will be a breaker when we do take out this high. Okay, so there's a fair value gap in the breaker, and then we also have this balanced price range. So this area here is going to act as a brick wall, essentially. So I don't believe price is going to trade below here, below this low, below this order block. I think we're going to be expanding higher. But that being said, if the market does trade below this low, then we're going to have to reevaluate and potentially look for shorts. But until that happens, I'm very bullish moving up into this gap. Okay. So again, guys, we're looking for bulls on dollar and bears on foreign currency and indexes. So we're going to move right on into euro. And it's the same thing, just reversed. So as you guys know, if you've been following along with the videos, then you know that I'm in a swing trade short on euro, targeting the sell side liquidity pool. And we're going to look for price to continue to draw to the sell side liquidity resting below these equal lows. Okay, and when we have such a big liquidity pool on the daily chart, what typically tends to happen is big candles. Okay, I want to see big daily candles start to form here and target the sell side resting below. And why do I want to see big candles? So when we have such a large liquidity pool, okay, where there's a lot of people who have been long, okay, their stop losses are going to be below this price level right in here. So smart money, and actually the algorithm, isn't going to want to give these people here who have their stop loss below these equal lows a chance to get out. So they're going to want to run it down there fast. Okay? So again, we want to see big daily candles moving to the sell side. Very similar to these candles that I just highlighted. Moving right on into pound. We have a fair value gap here on the daily. So if we want to have a nice Judas swing, which I would prefer not to happen, this fair value gap could get utilized and we could move lower down into the sell side liquidity, resting below these equal lows and this fair value gap balanced price range. Okay, if we close below this balanced price range and this fair value gap, we're going to see pound attack the sell side here. Okay, but keep in mind, it is a high resistance liquidity run. And this is actually why I took the euro trade instead of the pound trade, because we have a lower low here. Okay, so if and when the market decides to come down to this low, it's most likely going to be a high resistance liquidity run. So price will kind of lag, right, before we take out these lows, right? But if we have the equal lows like this, okay, it's going to be easier for price to target and to go through with ease, right? To it and through it for the low resistance liquidity runs. And then it's going to be much more difficult for high resistance liquidity runs to see that kind of signature just driving through the low. Okay. Moving right into gold. Okay, we have very similar analysis. We want to see bears going into this week. We have had this balanced price range hold price. There's also a very beautiful order block in here. Okay, that price has now come up twice. So we touched it once. Okay, rejected. We've came up to it again. Rejected it once more. And now we're below. Now we're below this balanced price range. Okay, so notice how the bodies didn't come outside of this balanced price range. We wigged through it, hit the order block, and then closed back in this balanced price range. So now we're below that BPR, and price is now just hovering right below it. Okay, so we want to see this fair value gap in here get traded through. Okay, so if price trades below here, okay, then comes back up, then I would like to see price then move lower for the sell side liquidity pool, resting below these equal lows. Okay, there's really nice equal lows here. Okay, very, very clean. And I just want to point this out to you guys, right? Like I'm expecting dollar to potentially go back up to 115. It's going to go to 108, 109 first. I'm expecting these equal lows. Look at how clean these are. This is way too clean. Okay, so if we go through this low right here, I think there's high probability that we're going to come down and take these equal lows out on gold. It's just way too clean. And I don't think the market is going to want to leave these here. Okay, I think the market's going to want to come down to this and, take all of the stops underneath these lows. Moving right on into the S&P 500. So we're going to look at the indexes. Okay, I really like the framework that's going on here on the indexes. Okay, I see a really nice market maker sell model unfolding going into the next couple of months. So we have this fair value gap in here with this breaker. So we could potentially expect price to come back up into this area and then to sell off. So this is the draw on liquidity for me this week. So this fair value gap in these lows in here. If we really get animated, we have a very similar draw on liquidity here with these equal lows and then this balanced price range. Okay, we also have a fair value gap in here. So if we really want to get animated to the downside this week and into next week, we could be targeting this draw on liquidity right here. Right, and last but not least on this chart, look at these equal lows. Okay, these are very, very clean. Okay, there's lots of liquidity resting below here. Okay, so if we trade below this fair value gap, okay, price could come up. Okay, come down in here. Right, and then eventually make its way towards these equal lows. Okay, with this clean of a liquidity pool, similar on gold, I don't see them leaving those in place for too long. So based off my macroeconomic analysis, these equal lows will get tagged within the coming months. Moving right along to NASDAQ. Okay, I really like the draw on liquidity here for this upcoming week. I really like the lows. Okay, these equal lows with this fair value gap. I really like this draw on liquidity. So I'm expecting price to draw into here this week, and very similar to the S&P 500. I could see price coming up into here. Okay, this volume imbalance and this fair value gap to then go short. I would prefer this not to happen, right? I would just rather see price open up and move lower. That would be a very good sign for my macroeconomic analysis. And yeah, we have a fair value gap down here with sell side. Okay, this is also a draw on liquidity. If we trade below this gap, okay, and then we come back up, okay, I will be looking for a market maker sell model on a lower time frame to then go short for this fair value gap and sell side resting here. All right, guys, last but not least, we're going to be looking at the Dow Jones. I really like this framework here too. Very, very confident going into this week. That price is most likely going to draw into these equal lows and this fair value gap. Okay, so we have a major market shift right here. Price is taking out this low on the daily. We have a fair value gap that formed here. So again, we could see price come up into that and then sell off. Okay, but I would much rather see price just open, not even come up to here. Okay, leave this gap open and just start moving lower for the draw on liquidity. Okay. All right, guys, I know this is a very quick commentary. That's the plan going forward, is to have quick, compact, short, straight to the point commentaries and analysis videos. And so that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your Sunday. And until next time, guys, good luck, good trading this week, and we'll talk soon.